Good morning. I something. Something just was just weird in my activity because it's just everything looks at a whatever. Uh, there we are. Anyway, just wait to get it. The last time we arrived in Limsa, did a lot of talking, and now since we hit level 10, I'm going to start. I'm going to continue main MSQ, but I'll also unlock Rogue, very least. Melbourne. That Ceaseloss Severin and his lot never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Run them up and let them know that Staleworm would like a word. And don't take no for an answer. Just stop me for work. Ha, I can't work when my hands are full lifting this mug. No, I'd wager me last skill you never guess what I'm drinking. Fine. So you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Staleworm's chore, or be a taste of proper grog. Stop slacking. Cookbook keep. All I need to do is talk to them and then the travel. Where is this? What house you can? I don't think they're inside. That's outside the circle. There they are. How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess on what I had for breakfast. Breadsticks? Guys, how'd you know? It's my breath, ain't it? It probably smells as wooden as the food tasted. I know why you're here. I just shouldn't get some real food in me, but I ain't one to reject a summons from the captain. Cares. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? War machine? Bet your bosom I did, lass. Aye, those were the days. I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. So, Staleward sent you. What do you reckon I say to that? Work is for the weak and witless? Damn right, didn't get where I am by taking guff by any glorified gardeners. But I suppose I could see what he wants to get off my back. Easy, the lot of them. Hi, I'm Severin. You're the old man's errand girl now. Tell my dear old captain not to wet his breeches. I'll be along. But just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. Maybe after I deal with this fate over here. Oh. Poor Mandragoras. Oh god, they killed all those yellow jackets. You can do this now. Bonk them. Bonk them all. Another fate. Usuals. Oh wow, I actually have to level sync this. Means no overpower. Thankfully, they're all level 2. Killed 100 enemies. I mean, screwdrivers. They don't have hands to hold it. There you go. Just run up there. No need to spend the 100 gil to teleport for the Aetherite ticket. Took me out of tank stance. Word. Continue to impress. Last, but all but Severin are accounted for. It's still following yours, he squirmed out. I'll let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. Rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. That works. Things to say, but all the guild in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan? Charlatan. Severin. Even though I'm full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of orange vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me, Talon. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Ow. My ankles. Can't wait to get access to mounts. Play hells, I'm up the street without a paddle. What's this now? Stillward sent you for the oranges? Huh, so the old bugger had known all this time. What does it matter anyway? My controller disconnected. Means I need to plug it in. Listen, you're one of them goody adventurer types, right? Go rescue me mates from these double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Time to overpower these goblins. So... Any more? Like it? Never sent you? Ha, the way he flew out here, I'm sure he sold us down the river. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. I owe you. Would have gotten away myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. Saved me mates, and for that I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed that I couldn't clean up my own mess, but a pirate knows no shame. I have no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you the sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Osine and send my regards. Got the oranges. Over here, delivery from Suffer Farms, and as scheduled. There's a first time for everything. Yep. But look at that, not a single one missing either. About the only things dying here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. There's still one's payment in full. With you, I can trust they'll reach him. Uh. Back in one piece, that's a relief. How'd you fare, Talon? This is what I was aiming for. It looks to be all I was owed, alright? So I'd be telling you false if I claimed I'd not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top, but to sell us all short in favor of those godforsaken goblins? You do well to mind yourself around that two-guild cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Yeah. Level 11. Wow. Oh. Oh, I want to have. Yep. Neither of these are going to be helpful. Just increase eye level, which doesn't matter until current content. Yeah, going ahead to Limza. Oh. One, so I can start on Rogue. Two, so that I can get, or I can't start on Rogue yet. Why? Unless I need to do. I might need to hit level 10 in MSQ. Or do this. Make a destruction. Cloud Axe. Here, I've gathered what information I could concerning the beast that young Sigurd bade you slay. The tales named this creature Gujata. Those who have witnessed Gujata in the terrifying flesh also call him the stampeding mountain, such as his immense size and bulk. Again, I'll not seek to dissuade you from claiming vengeance for the boy's parents. In fact, I encourage it. But to topple this lumbering colossus, you must first become his equal in strength and ferocity. As a single step towards that distant goal, I send you to blind iron mines. You've had word that folk are falling prey to the claws of the local gang, Galagos. It is your task to protect the weak from these unruly creatures. Learn to channel the rage inside you. Let your axe blade sing in righteous slaughter. So we're like, yeah. I think that's a porter. I might as well. Ah! Thanks for the 53 month resub, Axel. I didn't check to see if that's a good spot for it, but I guess it really doesn't matter. Dodos are dead. A lot more animal hides. How many do I have? 5 animal skins and hides. Okay. Chocobo keep. Go. That's for housing. I don't need to do any housing yet. Level 8 monkeys. Mint. Okay. If I remember my I should have that here. There. Head back to the lower decks. Hurry, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Welcome back, Kira. Your actions have saved many from needless injury and anguish. But though your efforts are to be commended, there's yet much work to be done. Ujata, the object of your vengeance, has trampled a farmer's wagon as he thundered through the lands of Tiller's Rest. Foodstuffs spilled from the overturned wagon have attracted all manner of hungry predators. Without produce for the market, the farmers will surely suffer for coin this season. Your duty is thus clear: to put down these rapacious scavengers and preserve the cargo. Air. Oh, fine. Summerford. Might as well grab this quest. Last at this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam, just a bit could set our stocks soaring. I bet Wanda knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. Perhaps. Why are they walking on the bridge? So I... Hey. Pay the toll, pay the toll. This troll toll is ridiculous. There, all done. Overturn Wayne. What do we have here? The hell are you? Another plane strider, huh? Why can they breathe fire? Hot wind. The Gurkhan's got a head of cabbage who thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. If you dare pitch some from the cookbot, then be my guest. Just mind that you don't get trampled on by the aurochs that dwell there. If you got 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to Braywall at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. I might need to relook at my Dark Knight stuff because that just feels wrong about that. I'll put it right here. I think I know what's wrong. This is more like it. Wounded Auric. Let me just grab this first. Roll action, low blow. Is over here. You learn roll actions at certain levels, but you do not. But they are usable at any level, if I remember correctly. Braywall. Braywall. Even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. But a bit of black loam ought to change all that. Change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor for the weak of stomach, eh? Oh, don't tell me Gurkhant and Rotwenda neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Well, you should have figured it out from On your own from the cloying stench, it comes from the Oryx's lair of all places. Well, why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us to Blackloam, and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. No point. No point. Bronze piece. Yeah, the labyrinth should help. Confounded pirates. They know nothing of tillin', only killin'. Stealing our shovels to melt and forge an axe of all things. They're biting the hand that feeds them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself, but I am sworn to Staleworn that I wouldn't fight no more. So I need to bring back our farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they sown. Bloody pirates. Yo ho hoy, yo ho hoy, yo ho hoy. Hi. Bonk. Sorry about that. I need to mute for a sec. Yeah, I think I'm good. You were just think. I don't know what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Good to see the tools back in serviceable condition, which will be more than we can say is severed when we get our hands on them. The right's likely had a role in the theft. I didn't mean the pirates in secret. I did. I couldn't care less if the wastrel won't work. But when he consorts with cut purses and takes their tools away, he's crossed the line. They'll learn not to know what kind of scalawag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would you? In a bit. Edelenza. Once again, your capacity for carnage has been tested and proven. The creatures you defeat, however, were merely some of the many base scavengers that subsist on scraps left in the wake of Kujata's rampages. Base Kujata itself, you require far more training, but do not despair, Kira. As Axemaster, fellow marauder, this I swear I will not rest until I have taught you how to wring every last ounce of power from your weapon. Until the blade of your axe can slice cleanly through the thickest hide, the most knotted muscle, and the densest bone. This best will fall by your hand. You may find yourself drawn to explore the possibilities offered by other disciplines and guilds. These distractions are inevitable and perhaps necessary. But I urge you to soon return to the path of Marauder. I do not wish your edge to dull just as you begin to show such potential. Very well, Kira. Armory system and race. Now I can multiple classes. Water set at 1. Culinarian. Armor. Armor and blacksmith are in the same guild. Surprisingly. It's not behind these convenient doors for a worldly type like you, Mrs. We're the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss. Pure and saintly. All pure and saintly. Now bugger off. Hang on. Alright. Ain't you the last that goes by the name of Kira? Yeah, I knew it. We like to snilch all the rising talent, and from right here, your head and shoulders are above the rest. You can handle yourself half as well as they say, you might be well of use to us. Forget all of that sisters of the Edelweiss bollocks. It's all just a bit of fun to fob off all the curious culls. We're a guild of rogues, lass, and it's mainly our marks as does the preying. Me and mine work the shadows of Limsa, taking a keen edge to the rooks and cacklers, what we've learned themselves a millin. We don't tout for members, but every now and again we might offer a promising young cove a place in the ranks. And you've got an interest in joining us, dip your daddles, and we'll put a hilt in each one, just like the gods intended. So what do you say? Fancy learning a new trade? Good to see you're keen, but I should probably warn you on a few points before you dive in. For most guilds take pride in turning their members into the best of bloody candlestick makers they can be. We only care about getting the job done. And the job ain't pretty. You become one of us and soon you'll be neck deep in scum and knife fights. If you're looking to scamper across rooftops and bilk dandies of their blunt, you'd best take up a different crew. Think on that and come back if you're still keen. I didn't scare you off then? Dene? It told you it was a meddlesome lass, and so it's proved. You need every ounce of metal good enough. Now step inside and have a prattle with Jack. He's our upright man, the master of the guild. Let me in. What do you got? Hi, I'm the one they call Jack, though I'm surprised you heard of me. Perhaps you'd be good enough to tell me your name, along with that kindly cove you has told you mine. Ah, the famous Kira. Old Lonnie left patch let you in, did he? Can't throw a blade for shite, but that one eye doesn't miss not when he comes to sizing up a bimber mort for the Stalin. Just one thing. You ain't a pirate, are ye? So that it's time you stalled to the rogue. Pull on your best beater cases, and I swear you in myself when you're ready. Now, I can fill your waddles with the storied history of our guild, but that's just wins and win. The most important thing, the only thing we care about, is getting the job done. Now, most folk, and I'm assuming you're among them, know that not long after Limsa's founding, the city was overrun by a motley collection of pirates and thieves. But as wild as that lot were, it soon became clear they all end up killing each other if they didn't lay down a few rules, an unspoken code of conduct, as it were. 1, you don't bite the purses of your fellow minions. 2, you don't rook a crew out of their spoils. And 3, you don't trade culls like they was chattel. I'll admit the finer points of the code are might murky, but most agree on those 3 at least. Now, you might be thinking none of that amounts to a sack of dillberries now the Admiral's outlawed piracy, but in the back alleys and black markets where Millward's grip ain't so tight, the code's still alive and well. And just as the law is enforced by the Yellow Jackets, the code is regulated by us rogues. Go where the shadows are darkest and hand out justice to them as break the code. Some red-soaked cove steals good from the wrong cull, and we steal him back. That's the job, my nutty lass. course, we don't hop the twig than blade work's called for, neither. You see, there's more to our dagger play than just sticking culls with a pointy end. We'll weaken a mark with poison, fade away, and strike in the darkmans. Whatever it takes to get the work done. Well, Kira, what do you say to that? You got the jets to do a rogue's job? Do you have the guts to do a rogue's job? Yes. Alright then, first off, we get your kill kit sorted out. A rogue needs to be light on her dew beaters to stay on a mark's trail. The job might have you fighting across a deck or weaving through mob, and the last thing you want is a bleeding great battle axe that hooks itself on every rope and post. That's why we stick to daggers. They let you sleep through the streets just as easily as they slip through a rook's ribs. Here, take these stabbers and see how they look on you. Just don't get so excited with your new toys you forget to dress for the role. You'd be surprised how many cults come back to me in their bloody small clothes. Have the bronze stack. Rogue. Oh great, I have to adjust this again. Auto attack, no. Teleport, no. Turn, no. Sprint goes in the next thing. You have that incorrect spot, right? Puppy. Spinning it. Manage to strap those daggers on without cutting yourself? Well, we're off to a good start, I'd say. Next, you'll want to get a feel for the weight and speed of your new weapons. I reckon those beaten cleats on the field outside limbs that should serve your first lesson. I test. Yeah. Same thing as everything else has. Like everything starts off practically the same. Sometimes they start you in different areas, but it's the same. So, Middle Lanoska. Got some rats. Except this one doesn't have me killing little ladybugs. Level 2. Okay, now shade shift. Level 3. Now Pugil. So into the water we go. I forget if Rogue has positionals. It makes sense considering. Also, I definitely want. I keep combos over here. Get back to the Rogues Guild. Yeah, I believe this should be my only other job out of the 5 that I plan for this playthrough. That what? I'll rent a chocobo. That is going to be starting at level 1 because machinist is level 30. Stage is 670. Gunbreaker is 60. Red Mage is 50. Yeah. Oh, you're milling, are you? You can never have enough blade practice, lass. In fact, I'll even add a list of marks to your hunting log. Pit yourself against the light, and soon you'll find some new steps to your dance with the daggers. You must think yourself as a dancer, not a bleeding butcher. You don't need so much force to ram a short blade into the hilt. Precision and speed, that's how you get get the most out of your stabbers. Bulky armors only have you flying about like an ungainly RX. So make sure you're wearing gear that'll let you move freely as well. Right? To get your blade work up to scratch, Kieran, I might just have a job for you. Level 5 stuff. Which we'll get to later. I need to head level 15. X. Oh, it's not going to show me. Pirates Pirates making off with our tools. Braywall did well not to take matters in his own hands. Last thing he needs is blood on my crops. I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Oh, that's actually weaker than what I currently have, right? Comparison. Yes, it is. So I'll just pick up the bronze knives. Counselor. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lass, and you never once let me down. Yet what I'd ask of you now goes beyond what I've asked before. Hear my plea all the same. It eases my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with that scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came for him, he's been skulking about in that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me that this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when I last had words with him, he didn't look defiant as much as hunted. Can't help but think he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. I'm hoping he might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he not come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I try asking Gridwinda at the Aetherite. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. So he's not a... not an asshole, he's a dumbass. Or a dumb asshole. Nothing that passes through this gate escaped my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rebels set out for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago. Thinking about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sod said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up and accept whatever it was that they had pickled. Whatever it was that had pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure to give him a cuff around the ear for me, will you? Oh, it's foggy. Foggy. Oh look, a level 50 thing that'll kill me in like one hit. To be a hunt. And now it's raining. Fog is lifted for rain. Because apparently you can't have both. Flat. Okay? All the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. They take the lads out for a drink, only lead us straight to a bloody trap. Don't get no lower than that. Of course, I learned to stay step ahead of old Severn, so I was ready, but the others weren't so lucky. Gotta help him. Severn. My axe may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better, or the sorry bastards are in there are done for. He's Severin, a tattooed man. He's safe here. Take the other to get out while you still can. Long last, you'll have the dogs that you deserve. Deserter. Okay. Little bit of context. Those I just never might have gotten us this mess, but I ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than let that conniving best to be in that than being that conniving bastard's debt. 2 arms. Level Sneak 13. I am level 13. A true knave. You betray even yourself, Severin. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the Serpent Reavers twice. Will not do so a third time. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it may be, we shall take it. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. That does a golem. Wow, you are weak. Trying not to withstand this. This is absolutely nothing. Never has a golem been sorely tested. Is that... He's down! That was nothing! That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. That took less than like 20 seconds. Come on. Yeah, the snake slithered away. I'm only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known Lominsan factions. Whom then do they serve? The beast tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagin kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is, what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? Both help us if they should prove so. Limson would be hard-pressed to find a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. These continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louis Swap foretold. Coming to chaos has rendered the laws of nature immutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Still now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. The time be against us. Hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlian ring more true. Never did I dream I would possess the means to see ether. Yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlian seem commonplace. Here, for you. We come for the festivities. Today the Maelstrom officially makes that great hole in the sea its training ground. Join in the celebration. Wait, disturbance in the etheric flow. But whence does it emanate? Isong Grotto, perhaps? What have we here? Can you walk? Is I? Regrettably, no. He eluded me. Understood. I shall inform the Commodore. You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered? Servant here has apprised me of all that transpired. Cannot shed some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. The golem is a mindless automaton, inert, save when commanded the otherwise. Common pirates should not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They are the minions of the Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Sailward will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. He told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Ustola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the ether in the hope that I might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owed you my life, but that doesn't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. It's a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms and I'll face the consequences. Reasons I cannot fathom, you seem forgiving me. Mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshaled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell. I'll use a ticket. There's no point wasting good skill on the teleport. Lo, I knew you'd return. Golas delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came shuffling back too, the lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. Me who's to blame for that? That and the rest. I was once a serpent reaver. Brawled to the Sahagin? 7 hells. Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're not but the fishback's flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. Got a code, see? But the Reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Linzen. I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home. Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long around here, and word soon spread all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom in exchange for my mates. Letter. I didn't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy soiling myself. Aye, but you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear them talk about how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that, I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. Yeah. I just hoped yours guides you back here someday. There'll always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. And my voice is already dying. And I'll always be in your dead, Stalwart. Are you a debt to me, Kira? Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men of my farm. If I could ask one more favor for you, it'd be this. Tell Bateran what's happened. From start to fit. Sure, he'll put a good word for Severin if he knew the whole story. He's one of few people who know who the Yellow Jackets will listen to. Well, I reckon I've asked all I could possibly ask you. Safe travels, lass. Return to Limsa. Wow, it's not empty, it's just... They're loading in. Bloody hills. Life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But you need to worry yourself over young Severin. Yellow Jackets and as ends out the punishment, the good made of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from angering to Keelhaulin. Angin to Keelhaulin, kindly gent that he is. I'm only jesting with you, and I'll see he's treated fair. Now it says to me you done everything, old sailor. Damn it, why am I so much? Don't ask ye, and more justify me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lass. As for her word, well, she's a lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. How do you fancy keeping your company for a spell? With free room and board. Venturing's a trying business, after all. Them as don't rest their bones every now and again tend to end up with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There will always be a free bed for ye, so make use of it. Not that you'll have much time for lying around with all the levies you'll be doing. Oh, didn't I mention I'm putting your name down for levies? Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk will pay to avoid doing an honest day's labor. Just give mockery a shout whenever you feel like making a few extra gil. You always have some task for you, or other for you to do. And it's all above board. In case you're wondering, we're careful to stay on the admiral's right side in here, like some pirates I can mention. I tell you, if it turns out they had aught to do with them kidnappings, there'll be 7 L's to pay. A proper bleeding reckoning. Perhaps that's what Limsa needs, though. On rough seas, sometimes you have to rock the boat to ride it. We'll have time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. Recommendation. Okay, so unlock levies. A swift perch. Keep. Toy chest. Bam, a dresser. Armoire. I do not need the Alamegan ring. Journey shows. Hi, hi. Finally, ants. How do you fare, Kira? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then, I've got an idea where you might try heading next. Have you heard of the skylift outside Milanoska? If you ever visited Road Whisper Canyon, then you must have been up and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to haul cargo up the cliff face. Hard labor that, and I hear they could use an enterprise and soul to pick up the odd jobs and what no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the head of the operation, bloke by the name of Workilt, and you'll be ready. Be sure to put you to work on a task or two. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, sorry about all the yawning. I shouldn't be yawning. It's 1 o'clock. If only I could. I'm gonna keep saying that. Person get. I completely lost my train of thought. What am I missing? Oh, Megala Crab. Oh, wow, really? Okay. Crab. Crab, crab. Crab. Crab, crab. Kill these disgusting wasps. Or wesps. Oh, this is dangerous. Well, let's hope that. Okay, I think I'll be fine. Ooh. Ow. Work it. Vaderon sent you out. Vaderon sent you out here, did he? And consider yourself welcome at the Skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will you? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through, though, so this mess of wood and pulleys was our solution to the problem. But one of it, at least. The gods were kind and they ain't. I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing list of headaches. Damn yawns. Glad I am to see you again, lass. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity. What sprang out from a million-born seedling in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over the side before turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down to the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to Yulf over at Swift Perch in Western Lanoska. Whatever he pays ye for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant, and ye deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll find an aetheryte in Swift Perch, so journey should be worth your while. I kind of was heading over to Swift Perch. Lanoska stuff still. Higher level Lanoska stuff. Get rid of this jackal real quick. And ahead of Swift Perch. Can I beat this guy in 5 minutes? Yes, I can. Be gone with ye. Back with the chokepo keep. Back with the leather meat. Life. Has Nemia herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understood there were risking gambling my entire fortune on the crop of million corn, I at least expected healing to be delivered before the disaster struck. Here. Is that my million corn seedling? Oh, joyous day. It may seem like a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus, I mean to restore a modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, madam, seem fit to burst with vim and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture the alien settlement? Here. Level 15. And learn Provoke. Tune to the Aetherite. Fail off. Do it. Ah. So much yawning. You there, adventurer. Cast your eyes towards the viewer's beacon. Does the light not seem uncommonly weak? I can't see it right now. It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ship sailing in the bay. I would march over by the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I'm booty down to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you could make a visit to the viewer's beacon and see if aught has befallen Cainwis, the lighthouse keeper. After I do this levy. Battle Warden. Big Claw is dead. Do, do. On the payroll. And now I talk to Battle Warden. Beauty Finder unlocked. Guild House now available. So far the only thing I can do is this, so. Oh. In the meantime, head back to Limsa. Check their outfit. Iron War Axe. Hey, Tomahawk. I see you've been diligent in your training. You need not tell me in words. It shows in your bearing, in your unwavering gaze. It is time for you to once more lift your axe in service to the guild. There have been reports of a sizable creature roaming the outskirts of Aleport in western Lanoska. The monster is no Kujata, but the threat it presents to locals is nonetheless sufficient to warrant our attention. It should also prove a worthy foe to test your burgeoning prowess. How to find this beast? Well, I'm fortunate enough to count among my acquaintances a veteran hunter and archer by the name of Rainfred. He took up residence in Aleport some years ago and will gladly aid you in this task. With Rainfred's assistance, you are to track down this prowling danger and provide it swift and bloody passage to the afterlife. May your axe swing true. I need to go to Aleport. So back to Swift Perch. Well, that's gonna end before I can. I just died in the night. Hello. Come on. Where are you? Come on. Oh yeah, I don't have my emote set up yet. Ah. Okay, old six arms, we're back at it again. Sorry, I left you for a sec. I'm getting cheered on. Oh great, an arbor buzzard just showed up. There we go. Hey, Canewis. Conwis. Hey, Yellow Jacket sent you here? Eh? Your light's grown dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb that fuels me furnace has up and buggered off, you see. If I don't get that beacon fixed up soon, there'll be trouble in the water. I know you're just a messenger, lass, but I can tell a venturer when I see one. I'm going to need you to chase down that bomb and bring back a claw what ye ripped from its smoldering corpse. Take this here iron brazier and set her down in the middle of the flock, somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. You get a nice fire going, and that frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lass. So that fake came back. Oh, some fat dodos. Hi. Oh, I stunned it too late. Whoops. I think I have the ability to interrupt yet. Smack at the bird. And I continue to smack the bird. One more. Oh, one more. I mean, I didn't see the 4. I thought it was another 3. Level 16. This bomb ain't gonna survive. There we go. Our buzzards are so annoying. As I said, I almost made it back without getting attacked at all. Piece of shit. Okay. All you need is... Yeah. Here's the claw. You got the ashy bastard, did he? Did ye? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of look while you was gone, and Lim lay and cursed me if the furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. I patched things up as best I could, but I ain't no smithy. You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours in Swift Perch and have him pass the word back to someone in Limta. Yeah, once I get to Aleport. So these will get in the way of me doing my doing those puck hatchling. Hello. Wrong thing. Overpower. 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 God. expand this a bit. Good lord, I have like no room. Just keep on overpowering. One more puck hatchling, and there you are. God, my frame rate messed up a bit. Go. Joke bokey. First of all, there's 11 meat here. Upstairs or in here? In here. Hey, stop that. One of Word Zone's girls, are ye? Why I've known that Sprat since he was knee high to well, he was always kind of a big fella. Was Renzoan. And now they call him Axemaster, huh? A subtle lot, you marauders. So I suppose you're here to hunt down our local trouble. What ye need to do then is take yourself northwest up towards Camp Skull Valley and give a good whistle. Mean bugger you're after, his name is Pat Ripitan? That one's gonna be hard to say. By the by, we'll come running across the weeded plains. He'll think you're trespassing on his territory, see? So you better have that cleaver of yours ready. Ostrian's blessing be upon ye. First of all, Aetherite. Second of all, Merchant Amender. Spells. There, I should be good for now. Oh, okay. This one, huh? Come on. Oh, did I see? No, I didn't. Okay. Let's just deal with you. Come on. There you go. Levies are unlocked. All the novices here. Hello. Well, the Mantor adventure does not drape so awkwardly from your shoulders as it once did. But while questing alone certainly brings its own rewards, you truly have an adventure until you delved into some darkened dungeons, stalwart comrades at your side. Ancient ruins, echoing caverns, and all manner of deadly places lie hidden across the realm, and these are best conquered in the company of trustworthy allies. Such advice holds true to many a formidable foe that would crush a solitary adventurer. How one fights in a party, however, is often drastically different from one how fights alone. Thus, we construct the Hall of Novice, where we endeavor to prepare you for those differences. Here within these walls, we offer burgeoning heroes a bevy of training exercises. Step into the flames, my friend, and forge the skills you shall need for the morrow. How to tank. For dummies. Listen up, novice. For this exercise, you'll be learning avoidance. From these. An enemy often tips his hand before a big strike, so save yourself some hurt and step clear of the impact. Honestly, I probably don't need to read all of this because this is just tutorial stuff. Maybe. Nice. My overpower is better than yours. And dodge. Oh god, home gang. Come see me for your reward. Do this stuff for the brand new set. It is great. Not just great, it's fantastic. Execute a combo to increase enmity. Learn to build enmity. Already have Defiance active. Swing maim. Let us begin. Yeah, this stuff's easy, but the rewards are worth it early on. I don't know if I actually got anything for that one. I got experience. Execute combo in battle. What is it? This? No. God, I'm trying to remember what it is to turn on the idle animation. So that's your ally get hit. Hey, get back here. W stance? Wait. It says B stance. Doesn't say B stance. I know. Brand new Sabaton. Drew energy from multiple targets. Is what overpower is for. Let me in. Let me in. That's a lie. Not a cone anymore. Does this look like a cone to you? It's a circle. Positioning. Engage multiple targets. Be sure the enemy is only interested in hitting you. Okay, let's go. Swing, swing. Level 17. Yep, I need my hatchet for the next part. But I have it. Get rid of these dust bats. Oh, I need to get rid of 4 of them, huh? More material. Those goblins are kinda strong. I'm 1 level below it, but still. Edge mole is done. Pelican. It went over my helmet. The pelican didn't. The first pelican didn't respawn yet. Ah. I was gonna see if Fate's about to spawn over there. Oh god, it's Coearl. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Kill it like the rest. Brothers Guild. King has been slain. I'm in contact with Renfred, and he has naught but praise for you, Kira. Your representation of the guild has been exemplary. There is one more test I would ask you to complete this day. A test that will demonstrate just how strong you have become. Report to scrap for him where he waits on the bank of the ageless river, and he shall help you unveil the untapped power of your axe. Little Lanoska we go. How do you do that? Hi, lass. I know why you're here, and after seeing this big old boulder, I wager you know why you're here too. Now, my rock's a bit more of a challenge than those pebbles rock guy man had you trained on. To correct this beauty, require a relatively heavy swing. Impossible, you say? Ah, word Zoan wanted to send you out here. We didn't think you were capable. Heavy swing. Ah, would you look at that? And on your first attempt too. Well, I guess it's back to the Axe Master with you. Back and forth, back and forth, back and back and. I knew you would return before long. The deafening crack of shattering boulder reached me even here. This feat of strength deserves recognition, and you shall have it in the form of a new technique. Adopted and perfected by guild forebears, the tomahawk throw was first devised by pirates as an opening attack on closing enemy vessels. Though we primarily focus on close quarter combat, you will no doubt find that having a powerful ranged strike at your disposal greatly expands your tactical versatility. I sense that the impending confrontation of Kujata weighs heavily on your mind, Kira, but hurried swings that lead to glancing blows. There is no swift road to attaining the peak of mastery you seek, only a steady, meager descent. Tomahawk. I don't know why I thought it was hatchet, but tomahawk. Level 18. Sure. Well, I'm heading back to the Hall of Novice. And do in here. Also, I have interject as well. Execute a range attack to increase enmity. Beat every enemy on the field, and I consider your lesson learned. What's going on outside? Don't want to fight them all at once. Yes, I do. Overpower, overpower, overpower. Gauge enemy reinforcement. And the brand new Curious. Apparently I have not finished my training yet. Oh, this final exercise. Oh yeah, we do this part. Breathe deep, remember your lessons, and you'll do fine. Let me know when you're ready to begin. Go! Holy sneeze. And we're done, and there's a Gubbo on me. Oh yeah, the brand new ring. That is definitely worth it. For experience gained, and it has great bonuses. I had level 30, by the way. Novice no longer. Okay, back to Swift Perch. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well, I shall write up the relevant reports, but these repairs must needs be effected without delay. Seems I have another favor to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straight away to the Armorers Guild in Limbs of Lominza and explain the situation to Forge Master Hutnan. Yep. Back to Limsa. Half Castle's fastest way. The furnace and brewer's beacon needs repairs. Regards, Beard. I just sent someone out to tinker up. A week passed. Mayhap the bomb convoys that trapped in there was a touch too volatile. Had an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the case in that furnace. Work here is done, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journey. What say you to taking on some work from Nadik and Melis? Got a great hulking workshop to build and could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Art Birm, the head of right over the dry docks. I stumbled through that. You forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armorers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lower Lanoska. So that's also where you'll find the main offices of Nulk and Vimelis. The Morbi Dry Docks is one of Lominza's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned. And I'm sure you'll not regret attending such the area's Aetherite. If you have no confidence in your sense of direction, you best be certain making use of the chokeboat porters. First floor of the mizzen mast, in case you were wondering. Do you choose to make the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate, and follow the road south? Yeah. Yeah, am I able to do a chocobo porter to Dry Dock? I haven't been to that. Astonishing if I actually... But I went to lower limit. Yeah. I mean, I need to go get there that way anyway. Only I could use my mount. Wait. Never mind. No, I haven't. I don't think I've done this one. Might as well. Oh. Israel? Yes, what is... Oh, just wind. Mind if I help you here? Nope, can't help you. Sorry about that. We are in airport. To Aetherite. You have a missive for me from Forge Master Hananza? I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a moon past. Let's see it then. Blast and botheration. Another delay? I'm well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? Kira, is it? Well, Kira, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory. First new vessel to grace the docks since the Calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It is the symbol of Lominza's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Alaskracy. Yet, even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. If you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there's no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there's no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Still gonna pick these up because of Rogue. Oh, I can equip the brand new ring here. Already have bracers. Where in the 7 hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment, now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. Shipper, I mind, a young man named Mid recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Lorenzo Lominza, but has yet to return. I have sent several missives to Halbroda, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. The man knows something. I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay and inform Halbroda. If he insists on playing these games, I will personally see these transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. No doubt it, man. Also, I might do some stuff on this character off stream. It's only would be like leveling stuff. Not any quests or anything that would be interesting enough. So like, I would still do job quests on stream. Does that self-righteous dog act him doubt I've never told him anything less than the truth? I do. Throwback Island. He cannot do that. Can he? I swear by pouring down his grave, navigator, rest your soul, I know not of this Frilsmead, nor his precious supplies. We here at the Quay have had enough trouble these past few suns with the sinking of that Lominzan cargo ship off the Salt Strand. I haven't had the time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders in off the grip. Level 19. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you most certainly have time to get that arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. You may run across this Frilsmead everyone seems so eager to find. I hope the navigator hasn't found him first. Hello, Mandragora Prince. Yeah, he's dodging my attacks. Danzo. Hey, Frilsmid. I am Frilsmid. They say the foreman's wondering about me whereabouts? I thought he might be. But you must know I cannot show me face at the dry docks until I right the terrible wrong I caused. 2 nights past, I made the trip from the dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The seas were right rough and the captain of the cargo ship was wary, bringing her too close to the cliff. So I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time I was halfway twixt shore and shift, the swells had risen to nigh on 10 yalms, and I wasn't long before the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into a Limousin galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the salt strand. I has made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with Kern. I never been able to pronounce that. And I ain't one with a one with a sword. Now you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. Well, I need to get rid of some of these guys anyway, so Berserk. Overpower. 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 Bonk. Get over here. Get over here. Bonk. Be killed by the auto attack. Sprint, 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 sprint. Sprint. Got your stuff. That night I was tossed into the sea. Yeah. There. The missing parts. I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but I must stop at the quay so I might pay me respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Outbrim that I'll be back at the dry docks by nightfall? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. Back to the dry docks. I'm relieved to hear that both Frilsmid and the supplies are unharmed, though it was foolish of him to believe I would blame him for that which was obviously out of his hands. See, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to the dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Kaneki Quay was less of a natural sort which the Sahagin have been known to conjure. More daggers. Here, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Aldic and Vimelis. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Game Thoughta, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Lominsa endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state so that they might line their pockets with a few handfuls of coin, just the thought of it sickens me. Two angry pirates. So, yes, I had a feeling you'd be the one at firm sent. Since you first arrived at the Morby dry docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is simply protocol. And you'll please know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Well then, very well then. I assume our Atberm informed you what your task would entail. Pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men posing as a lost adventurer and see if you cannot somehow learn their intentions. Nago, stationed at the rear gates, can provide you with the exact location of the camp. Here, haha, I knew it. No more sardines for Kanago. Tonight I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going on with some of the other guards on who our firm might recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, the job. Yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Namia, the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there. We're aware of that, though. Drink the water. Hey, fireflies. Overpower. Overpower. Disreputable pirate. I'm giving you the count of 9, step back on the path and carry your venturing arse back to whatever rock it is crawled out from under. You see, he's added up to me ears with your type, roaming the ills like it was yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man cannot enjoy a mug of rum without some shite breath outlander running up asking which is the way to the local levee meet. 7 L's if I know, a bloody pirate, god damn it. Balls. Once we've had me boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken pistol of an island so far behind me, ain't no one will remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags, we've knives to sharpen. Oh, that ain't gonna turn out well for you. So the trespassers are indeed pirates and and they're indeed planning something. But what's this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be that their target never was the victory? Something's not right, and I won't stand by idly waiting for those pirates to make their first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Kira. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Victory in peril. I'm concerned, Kira. It appears the pirates I had you investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry dock, so I must assume they mean to target victory herself. That ship is a symbol of everything Limsa Lomenza strives to become, and I will not allow these base scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans in motion, and you, Kira, are just the woman to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Urdwis at the front gate or Kanaga at the rear. Any suspicious saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. Hail, adventurer. Glad to have another hand aboard to help shore up security. The gods know our reports will sit on Grimthada's desk gathering dust and warrant for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart. I take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. Fifty-eyed sailor. Hey, you. Ah, spot me, did ye? Well, you're too late. What's about to happen is already happening. And I can't just jump down. Jump down here. What's happening? Ow. Victory in peril. Level sync 18. So you found me one more of those pirates, did you? I knew you were a right adventurer to ask for aid. What could these knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening? Captain! Trouble at the shipyard! Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates. Out of nowhere. Struck me good. Gods below, we're not prepared for this. The pirate soldier, how many do they number? Not sure. More than I could quickly count. Seem to be carrying explosives. Explosives? Then there's no time to lose. Kira, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I'll see to this man's wounds, then follow after. Make haste now. So enough of that. Yeah, haha, never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy bastards, but their plan worked like a charm. Ah, what are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your trap, boy. This'll be all over soon, and all that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is, what it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me, treacherous backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright, and building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. What under Limlane's wide green ocean made you take up with these self-righteous shites? You're the one with no bloody sense, Dad. Don't you see the pirates had their glory days, but that era is over. I wonder why Art Broom never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. The ship's a symbol, all right, of everything that went wrong with the world, and I mean to shatter it to 100,000 pieces. Grimthota, Kira, right, beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the victory. Wacky. You're a healer. Can't have that. Not gonna do anything. I must be getting old. Let some green venture get the best of me. Ah. That's one big bloody ship. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did ye? My thanks, Kira. I shudder to think what may have become of victory without your intervention. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I better get to sorting out the docks. And my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Ever did my father have a way of turning my life upside down? Pray convey my thanks and my apologies to Grimthota. Grimthota probably makes more sense. How fair you, Kira. I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than a simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa Luminza from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems the security regimen will require much in the way of improvement if we are to truly keep the dry docks safe. Art Brim apologizes? Well, I suppose I can understand why we'd feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, the incident was hardest on him. By the time I believe he'll come to a single conclusion. A fitting way of moving past his anguish to see the victory completed and in the water. By the by, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Rainer's men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. You should have the time to spare to ask you another favor. Level 20. Here, in light of your role in recent events, there are a few others whom I would trust this task. As we last spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of XIV, the pirate behind the plot to sabotage the victory. This missive was penned in the most unusual script, a script we believe to be some matter of code. It used to say anything which a proven enemy of Luminza deems worthy of enciphering is like to be of great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none among us can make any sense of the message. In cases such as this, I'm told the Yellow Jackets are wont to return to Beta Run in his convenient connection. Thus, I'll have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Wench. Into his hand and no other. Do you understand? I've wanted to go back to Limsa anyway, so that I can at least do the level 20 job, and then most likely end off. I'm getting a bit of a headache. And I've been talking for so long, I just want to take a break. Chrono Axe. Do I have anything that stops at level 25, 80, and 30? But no. Probably just get the bronze piece. Here, there's trouble afoot. Do you recall the lad whose parents were slain by the beast Kujata? The boy's grandfather, Neddard, was but recently contacted us with worrisome news. Young Sigurd has gone missing. There's been sightings of Kujata in the area, and it seemed that the child has felt compelled to seek the creature out. As you are familiar with the boy and his tragic tale, I would have you attend to this matter. My sister Sulkwib awaits you at the Bismarck. He has been apprised of the situation. I will aid you in plotting a suitable course of action. Oh, I actually... Elf? No, Culinary Guild. The Bismarck is the... Hello. Akira, I assume you're here to discuss the missing child and not to sample bowl of mutton stew? First things first, I advise against rushing off to peer under every rock in the countryside. We need more information to direct our search. I suggest we head to Red Rooster's Stead and learn more what we can from old Neddard. Back to the dry docks and head up. Morby levies. I think I could Chocobo keep up. I could Chocobo port up. Oh, I can. Soon I'll have my own choco. Hopefully. It'll probably be next stream. Oh god. Don't know why that stuttered like that. Especially since I'm still above 60. Nice having a 144p 144 hertz monitor. Inside? Yeah. Thank the gods you're here. Seems to me grandson is set on causing naught but trouble for ye. But surely ye can know the lad's feeling. I can't. Oh god. Feeling how he's boiling with hate for that murderous beast. And the last time when you came along for an avenging angel and showed him the strength of your steel, well, you lit a fire in its belly. He must have gotten in his head to take revenge on the beast itself. Daft little bugger. Any road, once he heard Kujata's been spotted near Elport, why he shot through that door like an arrow through a bow, and I ain't seen him since. I beg you, find Milo Sigurd before he gets himself stomped to death. That big bastard Arx has spilled more than enough of me kin's blood. Course clear, we must set out for Elport at once. An old acquaintance of mine, Farstim, often stands guard at the port gates. He might know something about the lad's whereabouts. Ailport. Isoper. Have I seen a boy wondering about himself? As a matter of fact, me and my fellow gate guard just watched the young lad stripesing off to the north. We were arguing whether or not to abandon our post or bring the child back ourselves. Large packs of jackals have been prowling the wilds of late, so you need to head after and pray so do quickly. Hells, I might even pass along word to the Marauders Guild. You'd be better off with an extra blade or two at your back. Buzzard. Satchel. Here we go. We have an instance. Tiny size Sigurd. Must have been in a desperate hurry indeed to cast away his belongings in such a careless manner. I myself came across this wood axe that the lad took from the stead, perhaps. Gods below, Kira, over there. Whoa. That's a biggie. You only have a stick. Kira. Look at this stone skin. Over here. The backup? Step aside. Where's Zoan? He breathes yet. We withdraw to the Red Rooster stead. Follow my lead, Kira. We withdraw to a completely different map. They couldn't have made it easier on me, huh? There's probably a faster way to go, but at this point, too late. Take another chocobo. Chocobo. Only 15 gil after all. Only these chocobo porters had flying chocobos. You brought him home. I ain't got the words to thank ye. The lad's past the worst of it. He struck his head in the fall, though it may be some time before he opens his eyes. Thank you for coming, brother. If you hadn't scattered those jackals when you did. I've done naught to earn your thanks. When I learned of the situation from Aleport, I realized the dangers were greater than I anticipated. No single marauder could have hoped to fend off such numbers in time. Pray accept my apologies, Neddard. You turned to us for help, and yet your grandson now lies before you broken and battered. You risked your lives to save those Sigurd. How is a man supposed to find fault with that? It's me who ought to be begging forgiveness for the wounds you took protecting me, foolish boy. You needn't concern yourself with our well-being. Our training prepares us for such eventualities. There is not more than we can accomplish here, Kira. It's time we return to the guild and focus on other tasks. See you soon. Oh, it's busy in Limsa again. I'm glad the lad will live, but I fear this will not be the last time Sigurd abandons caution in his thirst for vengeance against Kujata. The wound in his heart festers and seeds, feeding his impatience at our seeming inaction. But we must not think ill of the boy. Instead, let us help this rage be as a spur to our efforts. I say again, Kira, Kujata will fall by your hand, and I'll shape you into this deadly weapon you need to be. Okay. just head into the drowning wench. Wow, I took nothing. To the inn. I'm just putting that in there so it stops bothering me. There you go. And with that, that's should be the stream. There we go. Mouse would work. I'm either going to continue playing after work. Well, after work, I'll probably do some leveling on Rogue, possibly to help catch it up. Nothing, obviously not doing any main quests, like job quests or anything. Yeah, right. But whatever. And if I do end up streaming after I come home from work, then it'll just be continuing for like an hour or two. Definitely will try it. Definitely will. Okay, I say definitely, but then I end up. I try not to make promises on this because I end up failing those promises. Yeah, I want to. I want to at least continue playing tomorrow. When around the time I wake up. Who knows? I might hit 30. We shall see. Okay, so today. I haven't actually in a long time. Hashtag ask you a question. And red Uncle Silver, who is currently doing stuff. And just chatting, so I don't know what this is. Yeah. Either see you later tonight or tomorrow. Hopefully. Later.